Welcome to High Value Blueprint, where bold ideas meet real talk. Today, we're breaking down a controversial Kevin Samuels moment that's sparking debate across the timeline. Let's unpack it, challenge the narratives, and uncover the real truths behind the conversation.
Hello,
Could
can
you
you hear
come
me now?
I can hear you now.
I am not sure of what happened. I apologize.
That's all
Hold
right.
on,
How are
let me
you?
turn. I'm doing well in yourself.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were trying to get on early in the audio, wasn't
Yeah,
you?
I wanted to just talk to you and ask, like, what is an acceptable career for, a black woman?
That's a broad question.
Yeah, what do you think is an acceptable career?
I don't know. Depends on what do you want. See,
So,
when you ladies often come in and ask me like I'm just like an oracle, and I'm asking what's the outcome? What is the outcome you want for your life?
so what I meant to ask, my apologies. What I meant to
That's okay.
ask is what is an acceptable career for black women that'll help them be able to have I guess, a, a valuable man, like that'll help them get a valuable man. What is acceptable
Um,
career to have? That is a
well,
boy. Like
uh,
my
in
voice.
general, am I on Bluetooth?
No, I'm up. We're in the car, and I'm trying
Uh,
to. Give me 1 second.
you have
You're on
headphones?
my.
Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on my AirPods now.
Okay. In general, one of the biggest issues with career women and so-called high-value men is
Hmm.
your career is your number one priority, and these
Yeah.
men require being number one. So let's say you're a physician. That's a physician, an attorney, um, nursing, anything that requires 60 plus hours means you have limited time to date.
True. Very much so.
Okay.
I just will say, for me, I have dated a lot of men with value. I'll say that. Um, but I always get of course, where you come from. I get the runaround where, oh, I work too much, or I'm trying to be too successful, or I get you're trying to be the man.
Yep.
I get that all the time. So I'm
Well,
not.
but the thing is, money aside, what kind of life do you want?
I want a life where I feel safe with the man, in that um, I can be able to still do everything I love, but have a company.
What do you
So what I'm
mean?
saying, I want to still
What do you
have,
mean everything?
like,
Everything you love, like
I
what?
like to paint. I like to make candles. I want to do things that I love, and genuinely like that those time, and be a
Do you
wife.
want to be a mother?
Yeah, I do.
How many children would you like to have?
3.
You got to give all that up. Or buy a dog and paint and make candles. See, you ladies today want it all, and you cannot have it all. No one can have it all. Life is about choices and trade-offs. Every 2 hours you spend painting or making candles, you're taking it from your children.
Very much true. Or I can add that into teaching my children. Just
Selfish.
saying.
Okay,
So,
see, but see, it's about you at that point.
true. And I do want to ask, does it make it about, when a man tries to force their son to play football? Does it make it about them too? Like, force them into sports and everything?
Well, I don't know why he's forcing them, but
Hmm.
oftentimes you ladies consider something forced when men know better than you. Because here's the net of it. Let's say you and I were married, okay?
Hmm.
Kevin Jr. I'm putting Kevin in martial arts. You may say, I don't want my son to get beat up on. But see, I know better than you because one, my initial nature as a father is to discipline. Your initial nature as a woman is to nurture. When a kid falls down, your first nature is to go kiss the boo boo away. My first nature is get up. Now, if
That's
that was
true.
our biological child, there's going to be a time when you believe you're right as a mother. All your instincts are going to say you're right. But I'm the father, and I'm going to say my biological instincts are going to say right. Which way do we go? Your way or my way?
Hmm.
Which way? Can only go one way.
I would try to go my way more. I would
Then
fight.
then buy a dog and die alone. Because
Um,
because you as a woman, your instinct is to nurture. If you are trying to go your way, especially with the boy, you're going to make the very men that you despise.
I get it.
Women.
I get it. It's just
So
with me, and you say, well, I say with me, I tend to attract men where, and I don't try to attract this. I tend to attract men where I am looked at as more dominant.
yeah, because they're the only ones that put up with you.
Oh, okay. I
I mean, okay, listen to what I'm about to say. The kind of men that you would listen to, or that are more dominant than you, won't put up with your incessant challenging.
mm,
They won't, because it doesn't have to, and it won't be rude. He'll just choose to find someone. Feminine energy, and a woman's choosing to submit is respectful cooperation. I don't know if you've ever. What do you do for a living? What's your profession?
I am a property manager and I own a candle company.
All right. Well, if you understand that no one men want peace,
Hmm.
and we don't want to be questioned and challenged consistently all the time, and if it's always well why or why or why, it's not going to happen. And the men that will allow that stuff will tend to be men who were raised by my mother, or more used to having a woman in the leadership role. But then those are the very men that you may get your way initially, but then you end up either breaking them and you end up leaving them. Have you ever dated a man of value who left you?
Uh, yes.
When your relationships are over, who ends them? You or the guy most of the time.
Most of the time, it's been equal because I've only been in four. It's been equal. I've ended two. I ended my marriage, and the other
Okay.
two have ended them because I tried to date men of more value and tried to submit.
Well, see, shouldn't you? I mean, why is respectful cooperation so hard?
It's not that it's not hard. It's just it's about a respect. If I'm giving you respect, I deserve that too. That's where I'm at. Like if I'm treating you well and giving you everything that you desire, you should do the same.
Who said that?
If
What do you mean?
we don't.
No, that's not what equally yoked means.
Okay. My apologies.
I
What
mean,
is
I'm just saying it's. I mean, but if you give me everything I desire, that's what you're supposed to do. But if
yeah.
you're doing it with the expectation, that means it's conditional.
I I'm not well. Of course, I think everyone does it with expectations. It's just that when I like my previous relationship that I had, I was being the more vulnerable, like just understanding it. It wasn't even like I was trying to do it. It was just that's how it turned out. Like that's how the relationship progressed. And I tried to, you know, I was more affectionate and everything, and it still got me where
What do you mean more affectionate? You more girly?
um, I I have to be mentally connected to someone.
To have sex?
Yes,
So being with you, a guy doesn't even get consistent sex.
they do.
Consistent sex, the way men call consistent, or the way you call consistent.
The way when he asks for it, he gets it.
Okay. So is it starfish sex when you just lay there, or do you actually get into it? Because if you have to be connected to them, that's a longer process.
It's more of connected into it, doing a lot.
So were your mother and father married?
My mother was married to my stepdad. My father was in prison.
Okay. So if you're getting the whole thing that you've been in your masculine energy, have you ever been in your feminine energy in a relationship?
Yeah, when I was married.
When? How long was that?
I was married at 18, and I was very feminine towards him.
Uh-huh.
In my feminine energy, I did everything. I cooked, I cleaned, I catered, but it just wasn't, I guess, enough. He ended up getting another woman pregnant. So, and he
How was
still
it?
to this
How
day, he still to this
and
day wants me.
how
Still,
much older was he? How much older was he than you?
about 5 years, 5 years older.
Did he come from a nuclear family?
He came from a wealthy family, very successful family here in
So
Seattle.
you made a 20. You made a trust fund baby.
No,
A 23-year-old trust. So he came from 23
he
years
started. He
old.
started.
Trust fund baby meaning.
So no, he started a business at the age of 17, and it's very successful. He
Right.
didn't get his money from his
But you said
parents.
he came from a wealthy
Yeah.
family. Okay. Okay, but bottom line, the man was 23.
Okay.
Too young.
All right.
Too young.
He was definitely not 23 when he got another woman pregnant, but okay. I just
Okay.
don't
Too
understand
young.
how women can give so much to men in
No, 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 no,
everything
no,
and
no,
get.
no, 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 no. You gave to that man. Don't do that shit. You gave to that man. That's your problem. You made a
Okay.
23-year-old. You made a 23-year-old guy. He was too young for marriage. I don't think men should be starting to think about marriage till 30 because we're not in a mental position.
I can definitely agree with that. I can
So
definitely.
have you had any therapy?
Yeah, I'm in therapy currently. I'm working on my past trauma.
Well, because the stuff we bring into relationships determine the outcomes. And if you're going to say what men did, no, you did that with that one man. And to be in a hardened masculine position, man, it's all rooted in fear, scarcity, and lack, which dwells in anxiety and stress. You may
Hmm.
look like you have it all together, but that's not how women operate.
True.
It breaks you eventually. It breaks you
That's
all.
very much. That's true. I can agree with that.
So,
Okay.
and the
I'm
problem
sure a lot of
is
people have problems with you.
because they don't watch. And the problem is because if you choose to not address it, what happens is you get older and we get more set in our ways. So men expect women in their 30s. See, women who've addressed their traumas in their late 20s and 30s should be better positioned than their younger counterparts.
Hmm.
But the women who haven't, they walk into situations with the guards up and red flags looking for the exit. So, high value. Why?
I feel because I know I'm going to be very successful. I am successful, but I'm going to be more successful soon. I want to be able to have someone with more or equal value. And it's just one of my friends over here had the question, and I don't know why she had me ask the question.
You because you're going to be financially successful.
I well, I'm financially I'm doing well, but
Okay,
I'm
but
talking about like setting up for my children, making sure that my children have the upcoming the trust fund babies.
yeah, well, all right. High value men is more than just money.
Yeah, I know.
There's six parts to that. But do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're married and pregnant?
No, I'd rather my company do it and I can be at home doing nothing.
So your husband's going to have to carry the lion's share of the family financial
No.
load? What percentage of the family financial load do you want to have to carry for a lifetime?
I think I should be able to carry 50.
Then those two things don't line up.
How?
Well, you don't want to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant with your first
Not
child. You
saying that
want three
not saying
kids.
that I don't want to work. I want to have a successful company where I can have and hire a team to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
everything.
but yeah, but that's
I
not
would still be
really
able to.
okay. But
I
you
get
don't
what you're
just go
saying.
pick up. Okay,
I get what you're
okay.
saying.
Listen, you don't just go pick up checks. You don't just go pick up checks. Work has to be done.
I
See,
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
this is
I
what.
still would have
So,
to work. Yeah. Hmm.
well, so again, so you want to hide this. So what kind of household family income do you want to make?
Household income, I would say my goal within the next 10 years, because I just got a business loan. My goal right now in the next 10 years to make just by myself would be 3 million. And household, I expect us to at least be millionaires each, equally. He's got a
Good
little
luck with
quiet.
that. Good
Why
luck
is
with
it
that.
a good luck?
You want somebody in the 1/10 of 1%? How old are you?
I'm 28.
1/10 of 1%. The harsh reality is men that make that kind of money don't accept masculine women. Absolutely non-starter. They
Every
don't.
man I've dated,
Okay.
every man that I have dated are millionaires.
Hmm.
I've dated a billionaire before.
Okay.
So,
I don't deal with dating. I deal with marriage as the end goal.
oh, Mary. Okay,
See,
yeah, I see that. Yeah,
see, they don't marry these. They'll play with you, but they don't marry. They don't. Okay.
I got a
Anecdotally,
restraining order on one. Just saying.
okay. Anecdotally, well, but what you don't have is a marriage license, for one.
Actually,
Anecdotally, okay, you don't.
okay.
Anecdotally, this is the problem because your goals are way up here. A man that's had to be way up here. How many women you're competing with? All the women around that man, the women who want to submit and don't have to go through the. Here's the truth. High value as a man is rare. Attraction or pretty or attractive as a woman is common.
Hmm.
And men don't really care about money. They don't care about your money or that kind of stuff. So this is why it is far more likely that women in your kind of income position end up getting men that are beneath them. They end up getting beta males to be
So,
husbands.
so men with that kind of money are not beta males. Is
You
what
could
you're
be
saying.
a beta male. Beta male is a man who would allow his masculinity to be continually challenged by you.
Okay, I get
So
what you're.
you know when you're around a man who won't put up with your shit.
True. I just have been around a man that I would say was more dominant than me, and he's proposed to me. I chose not to marry him only because of just it's. I'm not about to accept a lifestyle of you know him just. I it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. I'm just not about to accept that lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly. See, I want you to understand. See, this is the thing. You ladies want everything. You want a dominant alpha male who's rich, and you want him to be monogamous and only report to you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
oh,
And man, it's absolutely not. Russell Wilson and Sierra, you can't judge by athletes and entertainers and these kind of things. Absolutely
I
not.
don't look at
That
anyone's
you
relationship like
can't
that.
men you guys want men who are sexually attractive, uh, alpha male. This man is a platinum encased diamond, and you want him to be solely for you. He
Actually,
Women want that man. It doesn't happen. It doesn't
Can I say
happen. Well, here's the thing. I'm talking to other women too, because you ladies got to understand is these men are in high demand, and women worldwide have always recognized you are likely going to have to share him if he decides he wants to be shared. Kings have always had concubines.
so? I will say I didn't. It was about the respect issue. I didn't mind if he. So I would say in my first marriage, I didn't mind no matter what he did outside of it, as long as he was protected and it didn't come back to me.
There should come with rules. True.
Yeah, and as long as it didn't come back to me, he chose to get another woman pregnant and used.
But we're not talking. We're talking about the last one. You said you didn't want to
Yeah,
put up
so
with what?
so my ex-husband is also a millionaire, and then the
No,
last.
no. But I'm not worried about
Okay,
this
well,
last guy. You
but
said he wanted
the
to marry
last
you.
one, I'll explain that one. The last one, let's just say he's an athlete.
I don't count them. I don't count them. I don't count them in my high value schema because they don't have to make the money like the rest of us. See, people who have to actually go become millionaires know our worth. We don't, and no disrespect to athletes, entertainers, and musicians, but money comes differently. When you have to become a business person and earn it, it's different. Then you know your value and you're not going to waver on your value. That's why Melinda Gates accepted Bill going out with his girlfriend, because men that are that level have options, and it comes with rules. And if you don't want to accept those options, there are thousands of you. No offense, but just like going to the DMV, you got a number. I mean, we got to remember what you're bringing to the table for this guy is it as rare as what he is. You
Can
competing
women do
against,
that? Can women do
huh?
that too? Can women
No,
do that too?
no,
Okay.
not with the kind of men they want. They can do it with lesser men. You absolutely can, but not with the kind of men you want. That's the double standard.
Even if it was,
See, the
if they
men,
were at the same level, like a
no,
somewhat.
no. The men that you would willingly submit to and get wet for and do all these other kind of stuff, you would not accept what comes along with it because in your mind, you're his equal on some level, and you're not.
Very much. Yeah.
You're not.
Okay. Okay.
So this is why women in your position end up with guys who pedestalize and worship them, but the kind of men that I'm talking about were like, I'll go down in looks to go up in cooperation, but that kind of money, I don't have to go down in anything. I get it all. And if it comes to rules, the rules are no outside kids, no diseases, don't put the family at risk, and no public embarrassment. But as far as anything else, man, you're talking about men who would, in hundreds of years ago, these men would have been royalty. There's the monarchy, then there's the ruling class, and then there's the populace. Have you ever known men in the ruling class to be strictly monogamous? You don't get 7 billion people on the planet with monogamy. I mean, and I think it's kind of arrogant that modern women are the first group of women who think that I should get the dominant alpha male millionaire and everything else, and he just gets my one vagina. And your attitude, because you know what happens when that happens? When you have a man that has to, well, are you in the mood? Are you attached to me? Then you start punking it. Gotta have my Tuesday sex. Men, it's not even it's not even as though men want to exercise the options. The options keep you in acting right.
Okay.
Women need pressure.
I hear you.
Or because you wouldn't marry the accountant.
I wouldn't.
You gotta make enough money for it. You talking about millionaires, man?
I wouldn't, but
Good luck with that one. I'm just gonna say you want a very, very. If you talk about millionaires,
so
you're talking about in
so
the business
it's
class.
getting someone it's very common to get a man that's wealthy in Seattle. It's very common.
No, it's very common to screw one, not marry one.
Well, I married
I only
one.
count,
But
but it's not common. It's
okay.
not common. They're not common. See, that's you got to stop that. It's not common because these men are not common. A man in the 1/10 of 1% is anything but common. And the fact that you got one and you left him for whatever reason, why do you think you get another one? Why do you
Well,
get to win? Why do you get to win the power? No, think about what I'm about to say. Why do you get to win the world Powerball and then get to do it again? Some of you ladies are just greedy.
I don't think I'm greedy because I still have this guy emailing me and trying to get back with me, and he married.
Because they want to sleep with you.
No, my ex-husband, he still wants.
Okay, okay, all right. But see, the problem is the guys that you want ain't worried about you. Okay, if they were, you wouldn't be here right now.
Lucky. I don't know. I see it.
No, you're capping. No. And I see. Here's the thing. See, and this is the funny part. You can do this right now because you're 28, but every year there's a new 23 or 24-year-old, and eventually this dies out. I talk to women who are in your position or higher, and they got stories, and I don't understand why y'all don't seem to learn that eventually you have to pick somebody and just get out of the game before your time is up. You've already had one, and you think you can just leverage this and okay, cool. And if you only, especially if you don't talk about dealing with a certain class of men, man, what do you expect? You want it all? Here's a better question: are you all of that?
Am I all of that?
Yeah. I mean, think about what you talk about. You want a man who's a multimillionaire and so forth, and then are you that to him? Are you meeting all his needs?
Yes.
Bullshit.
Okay. That you can.
Have you ever asked a man that?
Yes, I have. I actually do have discussions with men and get an understanding. I don't just go with the flow.
All right. So, well, if that's the case, then you're the first woman I've ever met that can actually say that, and I don't believe it, but that's okay.
That's
the net of it. The net of it, though, man. Then you shouldn't have no problems. Life should be an oyster. Your oyster.
I'll make sure I get back. I don't think I actually have problems, honestly. She just wanted me to get on here and ask the question. But
I think what it gets right down to is how nicely to say this. It's all good until it's not.
True. It's just I know for a fact if I were to marry a man of that caliber, I will have to set aside certain things. I do understand that. I know that there's a few that you might be able to get that with, but those come. You might not have them. Everyone doesn't get that chance, so I do understand that.
And again, I don't athletes, entertainers, and musicians. I don't factor them in because to make the kind of money you're talking about typically requires a man being 45 plus.
Yeah.
So then life should be good. And if you're turning down millionaire, well, he's an athlete. So
well, I turned him down too, but I also turned down a different one. It's in Seattle, but he has a tech company here. So
you just turn him down left and right. Turn him down for what?
Yeah, I turned him down, and he's still trying to get at me. But
turn him down for what? Turn him down for what?
I turned him down because he
dropped to one knee with the ring of significant heritage in public and proposed to you.
Because he gets drunk.
No. Did he drop to one knee in public?
Yes.
And produce a ring with significant heritage, and you said no?
Yes, at a restaurant. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. It's a restaurant called Canlis here in Seattle. It's very nice, lovely place. He proposed to me, and I said no.
And you still talking to him? Why?
I feel like I can pick and choose too. I feel like I can have options as well.
Yeah. Well, you can think that until you can't.
True.
Because the thing is, As nice as this may
I
sound
don't
to
think
your,
it's more of
as
the
nice as it may sound to your ego, but the thing is, man, I got to be honest. If you really had those options like you wanted, you wouldn't be talking to guys who you have to turn down. See, when women have really the options you're talking about, they don't go back. They're always going forward. And I've talked to women who have those options. And I'm just trying to keep it kind of cool, but
I'm not really going back to him though. Just because I decided to be cordial and keep him in as a friend, is that going back?
we're not friends. A motherfucker who proposed to you is not a friend. Stop the cap. See, this is what I mean when you get that kind of pretty privilege that kind of goes awry. And this is the stuff that gets pumped to a lot of women, and that's cool. But there's Halle Berry, Stacey Dash. There's always going to be women that are pretty, but pretty ain't enough. We're women who are less attractive, women who are more attractive, who are equally as single.
Mm-hmm.
And what I get, what being tired of is women who talk like you. I got all these options. Then when are you gonna fucking pick and get out of the game, or are you gonna wait till you have no chair left?
I got you.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Just make sure time. Just make sure time don't get you.
Man, there's nothing uglier than a woman who knows she's cute. You can tell right away the arrogance, the fake confidence, the fantasy world she's living in. It's exhausting. So let's get this straight. Her ex was a millionaire. She dated a billionaire. Yeah, okay, sure. Because billionaires are just out here scrolling through IGDMs, picking up delusional candle-making single moms. Stop it. She's lying. And the scary part is she believes her own lies. That's when it goes from funny to sad. Kevin went easy on her, honestly. He could have picked that story apart in seconds. But even he knew, what's the point? You can't reason with someone living in a fairy tale. This woman's whole life is built on I could have and I used to. That's not reality. That's imagination. She's like a child sitting in her room painting a picture of the life she wishes she had, and then trying to convince the world it's real. And I love how she said she wants to paint, make candles, and do what she loves, while raising 3 kids. What world are we living in? That's not adulthood. That's a middle school dream board. She's describing a lifestyle, not a life. And the problem is, too many women today think desire equals reality. You can want whatever you want, but that doesn't mean you qualify for it. She doesn't even realize how out of touch she sounds. She's talking about millionaires like she's got options. Babe, millionaires aren't looking for you. They're not standing in line waiting for a woman with kids, no direction, and a hobby list. They have access to women who are younger, more disciplined, more cooperative, and, most importantly, grounded in reality. And that's what makes this so sad. She's not just delusional, she's damaged, deeply damaged. Probably been hurt, lied to, and left enough times that fantasy feels safer than truth. So now she builds castles in her mind instead of facing the mirror. But here's the thing. Pretending you have options doesn't make them real. Lying to yourself might keep your ego warm, but it won't fix your life. And that's what Kevin was always trying to show these women. Not to embarrass them, not to break them down, but to make them face reality. Because reality doesn't care how cute you think you are. It doesn't care about your dreams, your vibe, or your soft girl era. The world rewards results, not delusion. You can't say you want a man on a yacht when you're still swimming in a kiddie pool. And that's what she's doing, splashing around in her own fantasy, waiting for a millionaire to come rescue her from the water she poured herself. At the end of the day, nothing she's saying is real. It's not grounded in truth, not in logic, not even in experience. It's just ego mixed with denial. She doesn't have the option to marry a millionaire, and deep down, she knows it. That's why she keeps talking. The lies get louder when the truth gets closer.